Surprised that Senator Cherargei and Senator Osoti, members of this House, who I believe are seasoned and they give serious thought to legislation, are complaining that our elections are too expensive. If you think democracy is expensive, please go and try dictatorship. Please go and try military rule. You will know the difference. And Mr. Speaker, I say this with maximum respect because I know for Cherargei in 2007, when the country went bust because of flaws in electoral process, probably he was in kindergarten, so he has no idea how even Mr. Speaker, sir, your own father, who was a senior member of this House, how they fought so hard to keep the country together. Mr. Speaker, I therefore want to say that our process that looks expensive, it is because we are ahead of many other countries in the world. They'll play catch up and they will start doing what we are doing today. I therefore want to thank the members of NATCO for this particular process that informed this bill. Mr. Speaker, I believe strongly that election laws should be reviewed regularly as a practice at the end of every electoral cycle. What is important in this belief of mine is that obviously there are lessons that we learn from every election that invite an opportunity for us to make the process better. We should therefore not ever get tired of reviewing our election laws over and over again. Mr. Speaker, it is agreed that an election starts and must end at a polling station. This was not only the intention of the Constitution, but it was also confirmed by the decision of the High Court, which has guided many, many petitions in this country that we have seen, especially the presidential elections. I therefore want to add my voice to this law that is now making it clearer that election will start and end at a polling station. Colleagues, let me tell you about the figure 500. If you are to take a count of 1 up to 500, and you are counting pieces of paper, 1, 2, 3, up to 500, it cannot take an hour. It is within that 1 hour, you can sort out the votes. Abdul, senator, got this, his opponent got this, and then be able to count 1 to 500 and actually be able to get a result in a polling station of what the senator of Wajir got vis-a-vis his opponent. We should defeat the corruption that accompanies the voting process that leads to the delay. In a place like Kisumu, the distinguished professor had to wait for 3 days before he could know his fate. What annoys is that, Mr. Speaker, in my own experience, I have got my own tallying center, counting and tallying center. I know the results because I get feedback from my counting agents in every polling station. Then I'm forced, after knowing the results by around midnight, I'm forced to stay 3 days for what I know to be announced by the returning officer. We should make this the practice, and I'm happy that they have now put in timelines that within 2 hours the results should be announced. Mr. Speaker, the reason why we should insist further is that the people who want to manipulate the electoral process usually count on our agents, counting agents, and our agents at polling station becoming fatigued. Because how will somebody sit in the counting hall, tallying hall, for 3 days, non-stop, and you expect them to be alert enough to guard against rigging? Mr. Speaker, I wanted to speak at length on this issue, but because of the request from the distinguished senator of Nairobi, Senator Mutinda, I want to vacate my contribution earlier so that she can have an opportunity to speak. But I want to request her to allow me to speak so that I am stopped, Mr. Speaker, at exactly 25 minutes past. So could the clerks at the table stop me at 25 minutes past so that I allow Mutinda now to do her bit?
Honorable
Yes.
Senator, I have no problem with you spending less time than you're allocated.
Yeah.
But the procedure in the House is that after you speak, I have to give an opportunity to the other side. And I have Senator
So
Ojienda.
my gift I should give to Professor. I want to appeal to Tabitha I want to appeal to her to accept that, because we are very proud of Professor. Professor, the work you did in court, that was a study in the practice of law. The jibes you were throwing, my two young lawyers in my family, my daughter,